Today we were talking about how to multiply mixed numbers. It's a little bit of a challenge, but once you apply everything that you've learned before about multiplying fractions, multiplying whole numbers times fractions, and multiplying whole numbers in general, it's really not that much of a challenge. So, we'd start with a problem. This is the one we did in class. 3 3/4 times 2 2/3. The first method we learned was that you could start by drawing a rectangle, because as we know, rectangles are your friends. It could be any size you want. So I will make this side be, oh, I did it again. Make this side be 3 3/4, and this side be 2 2/3. And what we can do is we can split the rectangle into sections, each section dealing with a piece of the problem. So I'll make this section be 2 and this section be 2/3. And then this section can be 3, and this section can be 3/4. And what happens is that leaves us with 4 sections, each with a problem to do. So we can start with the easy ones. This is 3 times 2, which, as you know, is 6. Moving over to this section over here, we know that, learn from multiplying fractions, that 3/4 times 2/3 is 6/12, which is equal to, I'll draw it outside the circle, outside the square, 1/2, which leaves us with 2 other boxes. So this one, now let me fix that fraction bar in there, 2/3 times 3. Well, you know that 3 times 2/3 is 6/3, which is equal to 2. And then here, 2 times 3/4 is 6/4, which is equal to 1/2. So then you get 4 partial products: 6, 2, 1/2, and 1/2. And then it's just a simple matter of adding those 4 partial products together. 6 plus 2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2. 1/2 plus 1/2 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 6 plus 4 is 10. So the answer is 10. So 3 3/4 times 2 2/3 is 10. Now, you may not want to go through that whole rigmarole to do that. So if you know other things about fractions, sometimes another method is easier. And one method that you can do to do all this, let me just copy the problem so I don't have to rewrite the whole thing. Put that back there. Is to simply convert these mixed numbers into improper fractions. 3 3/4 becomes, 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15, becomes 15/4. And 2 2/3 becomes 6 8/3. And then you simply multiply the denominators, multiply the numerators, and you multiply the denominators. 15 times 8 is 120. 4 times 3 is 12. 120 twelfths, or 120 divided by 12, is 10. So again, the answer at 3 3/4 times 2 2/3 is